My dear friends of the world, what's up? Paul the Trombonist here. And in this video, we're going to talk about the top apps that you must have if you're playing the trombone. All right, app number one. The first app that you must have on your smart device, smartphone, tablet, whatever you want to call it, is an app of a metronome. The one I use is free. It's called Metronome. I love this one. It's a go-to. What's nice about it is that you can move the metronome markings like this. Very simple, and it goes click by click. You can change the meter, and you can add the subdivisions. And what's cool is it can run while you're doing other apps. So if you're looking at like music on your tablet, all that stuff, I love the Metronome. Highly recommend. Next up is a tuner. The best way to use a tuner when you're working on your intonation on an instrument is not looking at the tuner while you're playing. Because when you do that, you actually can cheat yourself, because that's not how you really play. You don't make those adjustments in real time as you're playing. So the best way to work on your intonation is to have the tuner out and to periodically spot check where you're at. So you'll be playing and you'll periodically glance at it and make adjustments accordingly. The one I like that I use is called INS Tuner. It's another free app, INS Tuner. It's got a tone generator, which is really cool. So you can just click what pitch you want. You hear that? That's an E. So I really like the drones. A great way to just kind of get lost in your sound and get lost in the sound. So this one is a great one. It's a free one. It's called INS Tuner. Okay? Highly recommend that one. Love it. Next up, some type of recording device on here is, if you are anywhat familiar with my videos, you know that I'm always talking about recording yourselves. Always talking about recording yourselves. Yes, this is one of the most, if not the most important app to always have, is to record yourself. I can't stress it enough. So Voice Memo is what I use. It's the stock recording device on the Apple products. I'm sure other Androids, they got their own versions and whatever. But yeah, Voice Memos, a must-have. You're gonna want to be practicing with the voice memos. You're gonna want to be recording yourselves. You're gonna be, when you're doing compositions and you're writing, it's the easiest way to capture your little ideas when you're creating melodies for compositions, or you got a little idea that you want to capture real quick so you don't forget it. You just sing into the voice memos. You record yourself practicing. You listen back. It is a must-have. You must have a voice memo app of some sort on your smart device. Next up is the iReal. Boy, did this change the game when this came out, the iReal. This one is just a life changer, okay? iReal, because you can really get into the chord progressions. You can work on your time with it because it's got swing feel, it's got different feels. You can loop chord progression to chord progression. One of the things I love about the iReal, it really changed the game as far as practicing improvisation, because before this, you had to use your imagination a lot when you were just isolating chord progression to chord progression. But now you got a real looping device from chord progression to chord progression. You can take any part of the song that you like to work on and you just highlight it and you can loop that section. You can speed up the tempo, you can slow it down, you can do whatever you want. This is a game changer. What's different about this is, even though it's MIDI, even though it's a computer generated sounds, the flexibility to change key to key and tempo to tempo it's so valuable. I can't even believe that it's out there. It's just amazing. It's been out for a while. I love iReal, a wonderful thing. The next app that is a must-have is called ForScore. Now ForScore is really the best app that I have found for organizing your music and just reading off the smart device. So you can have you can scan in all the music that you want and put it in here. You can read them off the gig. What's nice about ForScore is that you can do half page turns. So if you want to see in advance, like, you can click the half page turn and then it shows the next chart up on deck. Basically get a heads up in a way that a lot of PDF readers can't do, because it's made for the musicians, and you can make notes on it. And it also has its own built-in little tuner. And it's got its own built-in metronome too, as well, which is awesome. It syncs right up to your Dropbox, easy access to grab your files and import them in here. And then you can make little playlists and set lists for your gigs on it. So say you got a bunch of lead sheets you scan in and you have a gig coming up. You can come into the ForScore app and you can create set lists. Boy, has this changed my life, this app right here, ForScore. I think this is one of the most amazing things. In fact, you can put your method books in here too. So I have my method book in here, and I have many other resources all within this app. How easy it is to just import your music into this app, ForScore. Love it. Thank you all so incredibly much. If you're new here, welcome to the Paul the Trombonist channel. I appreciate you tremendously. You're the greatest in the world. If you've been returning, thank you. If you're new, welcome. When you subscribe, hit the little bell to become part of the notification squad, because you never know what happens in the notification squad when you're the first to see these videos being uploaded. I came out with a method book called Trombone Exercises That'll Make You a Great Player. It's all interactive with clickable video links to help support the content. All the elements of trombone playing I felt like were the most important to take your playing to the next level. Also, when you get the book, you also get access to the private group of thousands of trombone players that are working on the same material. And that's live access, folks. That's live access. So I made a trailer for the method book, and I'm really excited to show it to you. So here it is. All right, bonus app. Now the bonus app is iBone. Now I use iBone a little differently than other people. I use it as a resource where I can visualize the alternate positions on the trombone. So iBone is basically a virtual trombone. And I look at it, and I just like to look at the diagram because I can just see where all the alternates are, and it gives me a good representation of how the trombone is laid out. So I think every trombone player needs iBone. It's also a good pitch reference too if you need to check what the pitches are. You know, instead of having a piano pitch reference, why don't we just have a trombone pitch reference? Because we're trombone players. So that's it, folks. You're the best. It's Paul the Trombonist and my friends. Banana, he brought some friends today. I don't know if you noticed. He brought some friends. Signing off. You're the best. Take care. Peace.